active duty service members supporting veterans. They all partook in that. They're going to make their way up here for the wreath-laying ceremony. And then after that, we can get on to the parade, which is everyone's favorite way to honor our veterans. This year, the parade is going to be massive. There's going to be about 20,000 marchers, we know, about 280 marching units and 25 floats. So it's going to take up a lot of Fifth Avenue behind me as our veterans and those who want to honor them. The floats start to march. It's beginning to snow out here, so if you want to come out and watch that parade or partake in any of these events, make sure you bundle up, grab your hat and your scarf because it is quite chilly. Of course, this is also marking 250 years of our nation's military, starting with the Revolutionary War. So this is quite a special Veterans Day. Of course, every day is Veterans Day, every day, and every Veterans Day should be special in honoring our veterans. But we do want to mark that. I earlier was speaking with a wounded veteran who told me that it's days like today where he can come out and see Americans supporting him and honoring him and showing their love for him that makes him feel like his 20 years in the service wasn't for nothing. So Sean, Emma, today it's such an important day. We are so honored and blessed to be out here partaking in so many of these events, this wreath-laying ceremony here at Madison Square Park and the Veterans Day parade here in New York City.
All right, Christina Thompson out there in Manhattan for us, waiting that parade to get kicked off here. We do appreciate that. Bringing out Kate Monroe, a Marine veteran and founder of VetCom. She's joining us here. Also, Chad Robichaux is a retired Marine Force recon and the founder of Mighty Oaks Foundation. Thank you both for your service, and I really want to talk. We both want to talk to you about what you've started since taking off the uniform. Kate, you've founded VetCom US, a company dedicated to empowering veterans through education, advocacy, and support in obtaining their VA benefits. To date, I believe VetCom has helped tens of thousands of veterans across the country access the care and compensation that is needed. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, to date, just this year, we've helped 21,000 veterans receive $8 billion in lifetime income. So talk about a legacy. It's very exciting times for us. You know, Veterans Day, it's Veterans Day every day at VetCom. We take a lot of pride in what we do, delivering veterans safely across the line to get their compensation. You know, it's like they come home from war. They shouldn't have to go to war with the VA in order to get what they are owed. You know, a lot of these veterans will say, well, I don't deserve it. Well, you're owed it. You know, you delivered yourself whole to the service. You came out less than whole. And VetCom wants to make sure that you get paid that delta.
That's incredible. And I'm so many lives have been impacted by you in such a positive way. And you're right. You want everyone who served to get all of the benefits that they so rightly deserve. Chad, can I talk to you about the Mighty Oaks Foundation provides faith-based programs for veterans and first responders overcoming PTSD, trauma, and moral injury. Tell us more about this organization, what you've been able to achieve.
Yeah, well, first of all, happy birthday to my sister Kate there. Marine Corps birthday was yesterday, and today is Veterans Day, and it's so honored to do the work that we do at Mighty Oaks. Over the last 15 years, we've served over 500,000 warriors and active duty service members through resiliency, recovery, and advocacy in Washington, D.C. Our resiliency programs are going to bases around the world and speak to the troops on spiritual resiliency and just resiliency in general. We do have recovery programs at ranches at different parts of the country, California, Ohio, Virginia, Texas. And we actually fly them at full cost, including spouses of service members, which is a big deal because our spouses, our military spouses, have done so much for our country as well. And at zero cost, we pay for everything. And to date, we've had over 7,000 members come to our recovery programs. Yeah. And our advocacy side, we're in Washington, D.C., making sure that they are represented and have access to faith-based care.
That's wonderful. It really is. And you're right to highlight the family members of service members who also make big sacrifices as well. Kate, can I go back to you? You were with the troops at Camp Pendleton yesterday celebrating the Marine Corps 250th birthday. We have a quick clip here and then I'll get your reaction.
I didn't get to finish being a Marine. I got very injured, both physically and emotionally. I've had my heart just absolutely broken, and I think that's what led me to become the CEO of VetCom. We have helped 21,000 veterans receive almost $8 billion in lifetime income, and that is us carrying the mission forward. 250 years, a quarter of a millennium of courage, grit, and unstoppable willpower from Ton Tavern to Tarawa, from the jungles of Vietnam to the sands of Fallujah, from the frozen Chosin to the deserts of Helmand, the United States Marine Corps has carried this nation through every single storm, and we will continue to do so.
And you're up there on that platform, Kate, and obviously you're a veteran, and I can't help but notice there are some younger faces down there, perhaps some newly enlisted, new recruits. I'm sure that brings you back to the early days of your service. But can you talk about maybe the experience and interacting with those that are newly serving this great nation?
Well, it was an honor and a blessing, and it was really overwhelming at some points. I got a little bit choked up in my speech. There was 500 of them. 1st Battalion was there, and it was just like a dream come true, honestly. I've been out for almost 25 years, and that's about 10% of the time that the Marine Corps has existed. And I'll tell you, when I wrapped up this speech and they did their final oorah, it almost blew me off that platform, and it was just one of the biggest honors of my life. Like, talk about just absolutely crushing the Marine Corps birthday. Happy birthday, Marines, and happy Veterans Day.
My goodness. And you just want to hang out with some of these people too. You know that they're really good, really quality folks who are choosing to serve this country. Kate and Chad, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you both for your service. We appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
All right, just a note to our veterans out there today, November 11th is your day. We remember your sacrifice and your service to our country, and we're very thankful for that. Veterans may also want to get the new book on your screen, Veterans Benefits for You. This book by Paul R. Lawrence details the literally hundreds of benefits veterans and their families are eligible for from the U.S. government. Few know these benefits or about these benefits better than Paul Lawrence, as he headed the VA benefits program under President Trump in his first term and now serves as the Deputy Secretary of the VA. Veterans Benefits for You unlocks the education, health, income, housing, insurance, and many other benefits you need to know about and may be eligible for. Veterans Benefits for You is available at bookstores and Amazon, and you can check out the free offer. That's right, it's free, from Newmax. Again, the information there is on your screen. Please get the benefits you deserve.
Still to come here on National Report, 2 pitchers on the Cleveland Guardians now facing federal charges for allegedly scheming to rig bets on pitches during MLB games. Judge Andrew Napolitano weighs in when National Report returns.